kind of like weather in the Midwest, and our two guests are from the Midwest, Minneapolis and the Detroit area. We have the two of the partners from Sethi, Orchid, and Minor are with us, and Rahul. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Rahul Sethi, and we have Shelby Minor here with us. You guys are one of the leading law firms out there battling the Chiquita Canyon problem, and I thought maybe we could just touch on that a little bit.
Certainly, we are. For those who don't know, which in this area I'm sure most people do know, the Chiquita Canyon landfill has been polluting the area, releasing gases. It's been causing a lot of headaches for local residents, people who just want to live their lives in their town, or even people who are trying to sell their houses. It's just kind of been a nightmare for a few years. So we are doing our best to protect the interests of those who live in the area and ideally try to get the landfill shut down sometime in the future.
They at least temporarily have shut that down now.
Yes. We're hoping for a long-term solution.
And what's the status of that at the moment?
Well, the litigation is ongoing right now, and in terms of what's happening in court, there's two tracks that happen when you fight in court. One track is you go to the judge and you fight over what claims you can bring and move forward with, like which legal claims and what damages you can get, etc. So one of the fights right now is, like many corporations, Chiquita Canyon is described itself as a subsidiary. So the local landfill actually is a LLC, and we are fighting, and it won't be a problem. They're going to lose on this fight, but they do it anyways. We're trying to hold the corporate entity, Waste Connections in Texas, liable, and they're trying to weasel out of it, as is typical. So that's going on the motion fighting front. And then another part of litigation is usually sharing information and discovery. They call it discovery, where the landfill gets to find out about all the people that we represent and the harms that they've suffered. So we're working on with the landfill to have a questionnaire that's appropriate, that the court will approve for people to fill out and give them information. And then the landfill, we're trying to squeeze out all the documents and get all the information that they haven't shared. There's a lot that's public, but they've got all the access to the documents. So we're kind of fighting over, let's share that information. So those are the two things on the legal side of things that are going on right now.
Not everyone who is impacted by this has tied in with a law firm yet. You're still accepting clients, correct?
Yes, for people who have not yet joined, I know there are a few different law firms who are also pursuing this. For people who have not joined, there is still an opportunity to get involved.
And how would they do that?
Well, they would reach right out to us.
And the website is somlawyers.com, correct?
Yes, it is.
That would be a good way to get started.
That would be a great way.
So if someone who is not sure if they're impacted or not, what should they do if they picked up the phone and called you? What would you be asking?
So we would ask, we'd first ask their location because it is, generally speaking, a fairly location-dependent situation. And then we'd ask about the type of harm that they're experiencing. Have they had property values plummet? Are they getting headaches every day? I know some people were saying their pets had died from going outside. So the harms are varied. And if you're not sure, if you're someone who's experiencing those, please feel free to reach out to us and we'll talk you through it.
And we're talking a fairly wide area, right? Because Chiquita Canyon is off the 126 on the way to Ventura, right near the Ventura County line over by Valverde. But how large an area is impacted by this?
I think we're accepting clients as far as 5 to 10 miles out, and this is because of the winds that take the toxic fumes and the noxious odors all over the areas, depending on the days. And then as far as damages, everyone has a different damage, whether it's physical or property, and some people are, there's rumors that people have gotten cancer from it, so that's like on the one end of the extreme, and then on the other end, it's You know, my kids can't play outside, etc. It's too smelly and dangerous. But all of that gets sorted out once you sign up and you're in the lawsuit, and people be put into different buckets depending on the location and the harms, and then you know, we fight with the bad guys to sort things out.
It's a real challenge. Many years ago, we as a community fought the Ellesmere Canyon landfill, which was going to be on the east side of the valley, and it was going to be the largest landfill in all of Los Angeles. And it was kind of like David against Goliath. They said, "There's no way you're going to stop LA County from doing this," and we as a community were able to stop it. But Chiquita is our only landfill up here, and we have to put the trash somewhere. So are you guys working on any solutions?
I think so. I mean, what's happening right now is that there's our goal actually is, why is any landfill, and there's Calabasas now, I think, is getting some of the debris from the recent fires. Avenel landfill, there's a big landfill up there that has a major issue, and our goal really is these landfills shouldn't be near neighborhoods. And this is a huge state, and yes, there is a cost, an extra cost that happens when you drive the trash further or whatever, but there's places where there's no community around for 5-10 miles, and those are the kinds of places the landfill should be. And there are newer landfills that are open that the trash should be going to, that we're pushing for it end up there.
We're chatting with Rahul Sethi and Shelby Minor of Sethi Orchid and Orchid and Minor here on KHTS. And we have a couple minutes. I want to switch gears for a second because our favorite time of the year is approaching fast, and that's April 15th, tax season. But this year, because of the fires, we have a reprieve. What's going on with that?
So due to the fires and the property damage and just the general disruption to the lives of the citizens of California, we this year have an extension to file our taxes till October 15th. So that should give everyone a little bit of extra time to get all those documents submitted.
I know it's a little early to fully understand the new tax laws impacting us, but what do you see as a general outlook for the tax laws for it impacts 2024?
Certainly. So a lot of the new laws for the taxes and all that sort of thing are just being talked about or just being implemented. So we're not quite sure what the impacts are going to be, but it does look like for the average person, taxes might be a little bit higher than people have seen in previous years.
And why is that?
Well, so a lot of the tax credits that were available before are we're uncertain whether or not all of those will continue. And then there have been tax breaks for those in the upper echelons of the tax payment field. So we still got to get our income somewhere. And if we're not getting it from some people, we're getting it from the rest.
Unfortunate news here on your hometown station, but we'll still keep a smile on our face with all that.
At least there's time to plan for it, and with the extension now, people will have maybe more of a chance to talk to their accountants and tax lawyers if they have one, and figure out what steps they can take to minimize their tax burden. So the rest of the country will be doing the taxes, and we'll have a chance to see how it all plays out, at least as a side benefit, and people be able to plan for it.
That's good. What kinds of tax cases are you guys handling?
We usually don't handle too many tax cases. But if there's a dispute, with the government over the taxes, we'd definitely look into that and see if there's something we can do about it. So.
And you probably have CPAs also consulting you on the various laws that take place.
That's right. We have a whole great number of CPAs.
Well, I want to thank both of you for coming here, and you can, for those watching on Facebook or YouTube, your website, which is beautiful, is right behind us here, and that is Seth Orchid and Minor, and the website is SOM Lawyers. That's S as in Sam, O as in Oscar, M as in Mary, or Sethi Orchid Minor. Either way, lawyers.com.
Can I add? I love this photograph because it's with our clients, and we love our community, and Miss Orchid really is local and vested in the community, and it's a pleasure to represent everyone in this area.
No, that's really cool. You know, the first thing that you see when you go to the website, not the faces of the lawyers, not anything that legal. It's the actual people that you guys have helped. That's awesome.
Thank you.